Mm, 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 mm. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. Happy cat snatching November. It is November. That's disrespectful AF, but it is what it is.
We got 3 weeks, 2 weeks till Thanksgiving, 2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, it'll be
And
Thanksgiving.
I forgot to tell my family I was coming. So, of course, they decided to plan all kinds of weird stuff for Thanksgiving. I was like, so which one of y'all gonna if you is or is we ain't? And if we ain't, which one of y'all gonna refund me these coins that I spent trying to fly down? 'Cause here's okay. I love my family, and I really do have an amazing family. We genuinely all get along like really well. They're funny, but like they most of them have like never left, or like they moved once and then they stayed where they're at for like decades. And so there's no like comprehension of like they're like, so you coming back for the holidays? I'm like, I don't know, I gotta see what happens. Well, why won't you come back? First of all, mother sucker, you have not left. It costs money, it costs time, away. And then I traveled, and y'all still asking me what you gonna contribute and throw in on this Thanksgiving dinner. So it's all like that's a lot, And so, well,
You buy some donut holes from Dunkin' Donuts.
okay, and you gonna show up to my black person's house for Thanksgiving dinner with some donut holes? You gonna get thrown out.
I mean,
Who doing the dressing and you making a cake? And I have to, okay, so then I'm like, okay, well, do you have the stuff I need to make? Well, why you gotta be fancy? Well, then let me
okay, let me go fight the ducks in the park for the old bread and bring that. I mean, what we gonna do?
I spent these hundreds of dollars flying here, and I could have used that money and stayed at home and made filet mignon and lobster like I do every other year when I stay home by myself.
Which looked very delicious when you took the picture.
But I'm looking forward to seeing them. I just forgot that it's like 2.5 weeks from now, and I'm like, oh geez, again, because time has flown by, which I feel like it always does after my birthday, because it's like October 14th, and it's like, whoa, I blink, and then it's like January 1st.
But it's always so weird. It's like we go through some of these days and it's like, oh my God, will this day ever end? Mm-hmm. And then you look up and it's December 31st. Yes. And where all my days go.
Not only did the day end, the year ended.
Right.
It's what in the world?
But I digress from bitching about life. Johnny, how have you been? What's been going on?
Not a whole lot. I don't change from day to day. Just get a little bit older. That's about it.
That's about it. Great live stream last night with Ona and Jen, and Ona, Jen, Lori, and Lena. That was last night.
Ona, Joyce, Lena.
Okay.
Autumn,
so
you might have missed one. That's okay.
No, because here's the thing. When I looked, because I was listening to part of it while I was driving home. I wasn't texting and driving. I was listening. And when I looked down for 2 seconds at the screen, those were the 4 people I saw. Like, I know I saw Lena. I know I saw Ona. Okay, so at this point, I can't be trusted. So tell me again.
It was Joyce, Lena, Autumn, right? Ona, somebody. It was 4 people outside of me, but Lena didn't come until an hour later.
Okay, and see, I was watching towards the end.
Yeah, she came an hour later. Okay. But we had fun, talked about divination and tarots and things of that nature, and a little bit of religious talk too, because they sort of go hand in hand, where people think oracle and tarot cards are evil and of the devil and all that good stuff, which okay, always got me a good kiki on. So
I was like, go get rocks.
Mm-hmm. It's like y'all do more rituals than I do, so
seriously. So if you guys have not watched that, please go to Tarot's Apprentices channel and go watch the live stream. Your next one is
Toxic people in 2 weeks. I'm trying to do them every 2 weeks.
Okay.
And it'll be toxic people will be the next.
Okay. And that's on the 19th of November, 12th?
Yeah, I don't know. I could look it up and stop being I try to do them every 2 weeks now, and the 19th, yes, 19th. Toxic people.
I think I'm on that one.
Yes.
19th, I think the 2nd is those two I volunteer.
And free will, yes.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. So don't check them out because I'm going to be there. Check them out because they're a great series, great discussions that Johnny's hosting. So please go and support his channel. Toni, how have you been doing? How you doing?
Doing good. I'm expecting I'm going to put out my my 4th installment of the Spirit Animal Chakra, and actually in the studio working on a rhythmic percussion shamanic meditation, because I'm going to kind of start moving into that area, more shamanic area, more of a mindfulness area, and pull the channel in that direction. So that's what I'm working on now.
Fan-flippin-tastic. I love it.
And your last chakra was the heart, right?
It's coming up. It'll be up next week, the 4th chakra, heart chakra. Yeah. And that's when I'm going to talk about the dogs and their chakras. So nice.
Please go subscribe to Shining Hawk Healing. If you are already not a subscriber, if you are not, I don't know what the hell's your problem. Go check her out and check out her Animal Chakra series. It is amazing, amazing. And then I think we'll be on your channel again the last November 1st, give or take. I mean,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, 31st, whatever that day is.
It's actually, I think it's the 19th.
The Monday with you and Lauren?
Yeah, it's not the 19th. Let me look.
Hold on.
Let me look. I hope it's the 19th, because that's when oh no, you're right. It's the 29th.
Here's the thing, though. So, side note: if it needs to be the 19th, that would actually work better.
Oh, really? That's fine.
Here's what happened, but we can keep it the 29th. We'll discuss that. Which one?
No. Let's keep it the 29th, because I get my my puppy's got to go back in for his snippy on 19.
Yeah, let's get that worked out for him. So, we will be doing tell everybody what we're going to be doing. Our second one on the 29th.
Yeah. I wanted to show you, I got all these new instruments that we're gonna be using. I'm so excited. Oh, look at this one.
And we're going to be joined by Lauren Margulies, who is also a sound healer. And we're just going to do another fun freestyle and just jam out like we did a couple weeks ago. So much fun.
So much fun. I had so much fun. And it's been so long since I've been to a drum circle. You get really out of practice, and, I'm in a space where I have a guy who's next door who's a drummer. But when I start to drum and stuff, I feel really self-conscious that it's so loud.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Just play. I know. I feel like my neighbors have not said anything about my gongs, but I also don't play. I'm very intentional when I play them, and so I never play them for longer than like an hour at a time. And when you're playing shamanic style, it's not like you're like, wow, you're just very lightly, and it's more of holding a rhythm. And I'm waiting for the day somebody's like,
I haven't got, mind you, my brother calls it the studio too. I get in here and I turn on the music, and that one part in the I Will Always Love You, Whitney Houston, where that drum hits and you got to really belt it out. It can be 3:00 in the morning. I got to hit that note though. I mean,
Dude,
you can sleep when you dead. I mean, I got to hit it, and if I don't hit it, I'm gonna rewind it until I do.
That's such a good throat chakra song, like because it just force it like because everybody sings that song whether they can sing or not, and it forces you to use your throat chakra
and your diaphragm, because you can't hit that note unless you pull all of it in.
Because it's not like you can in the middle of a sentence. No, you gotta
put that belly button to the back of your on your spine in order to get that note. One more thing I wanted to say, Adrienne, is that I'm offering shamanic journeying as a service. So if you're in need of that service, then you can contact me and I will I set up an appointment.
Because I was this close to booking one actually, and then I was like, I should do it because I'm too lazy to put myself through one, and I don't know if I have the discipline right now to put myself through one. And I was like, I just feel like it's more effective. And I was like, I literally was this close. I was like, I should schedule with Toni and see if she gives a friend's discount. Why not
for you, my friend? Anything. We can do this for free. I'm not doing it for the money, but girls gotta eat.
I'm gonna ask for a $5 discount, and then not a big one, but just enough, just enough. Okay. I saw we had a troll. And I actually thought I know this person. I thought I had him blocked from the channel.
They'd make a new one and come back in.
Okay, so thank you, Johnie, and lucky girl. So I didn't mean for our chitting and chatting to be 15 minutes.
I am curious though.
Yeah, go ahead.
How do they find these channels?
And just keep doing it.
If you are religious, you shouldn't be nowhere over here.
Because this
is the AB conversation. So see your way out.
Because they came up in here last time talking about y'all going to hell, and I'm gonna put a hex on it. Because I remember I had to cuss her ass out the last time. I was like, "What you not about to do?" And
why are you over? You should be somewhere reading your prayer book. That's what you should be.
Getting right with your Lord.
And let me say this too, for the record. You don't know Jesus. I just want you to know you don't know your master Yahshua or whatever that name is you typed in there. You don't know that person either. Because nobody in heaven nor hell would tell you to come in and tell people they condemned for what they do. That is not how you win souls for Jesus Christ. I just want you to know that from one person to another.
Ain't, and won't.
And take that with you. Sit on it and spin.
God, I haven't heard that since high school.
That's all I'm saying. I ain't religious.
Every time people say that, I have a particular mental image in my head. It's of a traffic. It is of someone sitting on a traffic cone, which is very painful.
I mean,
but that's always the mental image I get when somebody says, "Take that and sit on it and spin." I'm like, yeah, that's painful.
That's painful.
Okay. All right, folks, so we'll get into it. We have got, and stick around at the end, because I just remembered when I did this. I have a product, Johnie.
Because I forgot the note. Sometimes I'm going to write a note so I don't forget, and I forgot the note. Ain't that something?
Okay, I need to put something to remind myself. There's going to be a product giveaway at the end. Doing a giveaway for somebody to it's incentivizing you to stay until the end, and also my way to say thank you to all of you, because I'm almost at like 3,800 or something like that, and I have no idea how all of that happened, but it happened because of all of you beautiful people, and to wonderful souls like Tarot's Apprentice and Shining Hawk Healing for always joining me. So thank you guys so much, and on behalf of the three of us, I'm going to give away something. So there we go. All righty. So Scorpios, here's how we're going to, it's y'all's month, and here's how we're going to do this. We have this thing we do at work that I absolutely detest. It's called how we lead our team meetings, which is called Rose, Bud, and Thorn. which is a horrible and ineffective way to run a business team meeting. However, when you want to do a tarot session, it's actually pretty freaking effective. So, what we're going to do is, what is your rose? Your rose is what's already in blossom. What are things that are going on? Okay, the current, so basically, i.e., the current energy. And Toni is going to kick us off with our rose. Then I'm going to come in and tell you what's the bud, what is getting ready to blossom, things that are getting ready to start happening for you this month. And then last but not least, Johnie is going to end it for us with a thorn. What's that sticking point for you this month that you need to pay attention to? So, rose, bud, thorn. All right. So let's get into this with Aquarius.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Aquarius.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday.
Rosebud thorn.
Rosebud thorn.
And I always sing, every rose has its thorn.
You have to do this.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'm only going to pull 3 cards.
I know. Which
Okay, so rose for Aquarius. What I'm getting is relationships. So whatever is going on for you in your relationships, that is something that you should hold on to. Hold on to what's good in your relationship, because that is your refuge. That is where you go to recharge. That is what helps you in your confidence level and in your actually in your the for the health of your body, because there's less stress wherever your relationships are taking you. So I would say for the rose is that you have good relationships, Aquarius.
Lean on those relationships, Aquarius, because there is some anxiety that's getting ready. There's a situation you're going to be anxious about. There's some things that are coming up that are getting ready to come up that's going to cause you some anxiety. So my advice to you is find ways to combat the anxiety. Get on top of that so it does not get on top of you. Also, too, it could be maybe it is one of those relationships that may be causing the anxiety, something that you need to heal from. So while don't focus on the bad relationships and the one that is going to cause the anxiety, actually turn inward, do some heart healing, focus on actually the relationships that help build and sustain you. That is what is going to help you get through this period this month.
Aquarius, eye of the storm. Sometimes it just ain't cute, okay? Sometimes life happens to everybody. Growing up, I always heard, oh, the devil is alive and well when, crap was going bad. No. Sometimes life just sucks. It happens to everybody. Okay, eye of the storm, you're in the thick of it. Here is the thing. I won't leave you on a sour note, but you are in the thick of it. Judgment around your house and your work. So there are things right now that you need to stop and assess. You need to stop and plant the seed in, because these are the deceased being awakened. And so you need to figure out what you need to put energy into and what you need to just leave alone for right now. Now is the time for pros and cons lists. Now is the time for the judgment call. So whatever it is that you are going through, stop and assess. Don't stop and freak out. Freak out is not going to help. I know that, you need to get your emotions out and blah, 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 but that's not going to help. There's already enough wind and turbulence around you. Don't add to it. Stop and assess. I'd had to learn this when I moved here, that there's a solution to things if you stop and calm down. If you think about your situation. There is a solution to things. They may not be the greatest of solutions, but it is a step forward. So you're going through it, stop and assess.
Because when we going through it, we do not. That assessment is difficult. that objectivity can be very difficult. Amen. Hope that helps, Aquarius. Pisces, you were up.
Oh, Lord.
You already pulling some.
Okay.
Thank you to all 94 of you guys who are watching tonight. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to my amazing moderators. Like, hey, Becca. Hey, girl. Hi, friend. Hi, Sharon. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? Hey, lucky girl. How you doing? Thank you guys so much. That's about as much excitement as you're going to get out of me tonight. That actually is physically draining. Like, what we got for Pisces? Toni, we can't hear you.
I said you're like romper room. And I see, who else do I see in my magic mirror? Magic mirror, tell me today.
Will these gray hairs go away?
So, Pisces, this is a time for you to go within or get connected, meditation, mindfulness, all of that. Get in touch with your spiritual side. Look for the wisdom within, go within, use the time that you have alone to pull up magic. The word here is purity. So be of pure mind. Clean out all the cobwebs. That's what's going on for you now. You're thinking about how to do that, how to get more in touch with your spirituality. Hopefully that is what you're thinking about. So that's what I get.
I say you're going to be, manifestation is for you this month. What's going to, Johnie, pronounce this for me?
Mojaji.
Mojaji.
Yes. I looked at it.
I'm sorry. It's gonna try.
Now, what's interesting is she is the queen of rain, so there's a bunch of water going.
Make it rain. She is going to make it rain with beautiful possibilities. Everything that you want to manifest right now can come to you and will come to you. That is the bud. And there's going to be some emotional offerings that come with this too, which kind of makes sense because, when you've been wanting and praying and wishing and dreaming and stepping, fetching it for something for so long and it comes through, it can be emotional, but don't let the emotions get the best of you, especially when somebody gives you an offer, something that kind of resonates with your heart spirit. Take a step back. Is this for me? If it is, then I can act, but just know that things that you need to manifest, things you've been trying to work on, are going to come to fruition most beautifully and bountifully for you this month.
Pisces, one of y'all out there need to hear this because all three of these messages are about your emotions and your reactions. I pulled Medusa. This is about rage. Now, in the book, it says that your rage may be justified. But I offer this warning to you with the Hangman and the Sun that maybe there's a different perspective that needs to be taken. Yes, you may be justified in your reaction, but remember to temper yourself at the same time because somebody is going to use that justified rage against you. Medusa was killed by Perseus, and then he took her head and used it as a weapon. So he took her rage, he took her power, and used it as a weapon. And so don't let somebody slide up under your reactions and say, hey, look at this person. They're out of control. They're whatever. So make sure when you are standing in front of the board meeting, or standing in front of your family, or standing in front of the person at the grocery store, whatever reaction that you're about to have that you think is justified, remember how that's going to look. Enlighten yourself. Do I really need to look like the crazy person? Do I really need to be the Karen of the next viral video? So temper yourself. Calm the hell down, as they would say.
Relax, relate, release.
Mm-hmm.
Or as we say in these streets, don't get effed up. Don't get effed up. Don't get caught up. Hope that helps, Pisces. Now we're on to our wonderful Aries. What'd you say?
Nothing.
No. I'm gonna have to say it.
No, I was saying, you were saying, what I said, don't get your panties in a wad.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on mute. I was like, I'm so glad I didn't say that.
You can say it. Say it out loud. Say it out loud. Pisces, don't get your panties in a wad. We had to sum up that whole 4 minutes. It was don't get your knickers in a knot.
Call me tits, as we say around here.
Oh, let's see what's going on for Aries. Karen, do not change your name.
I'm so sorry.
You shall pass. We will be calling enraged people by another name very shortly. Just hang tight. Hang tight, Karen. You've got a beautiful name for a beautiful person. I have to look at the cards I pulled. I just pulled them and then kind of like went on with life. Like, oh, okay. Overcomplicating it. That makes sense. What y'all eating for dinner when we done?
I had sausage biscuits.
So tired of food.
Oh, I'm never tired of food. That's why I'm the size of a beluga whale. I love
I'm
food.
tired of food. What kind of person?
Ooh, woman. Expend your energy.
I could say such a thing, but
my God.
I was angry. I couldn't get a pizza because they wouldn't drive it up the street.
Okay.
I'm like, what do you mean pick up? What do I look like walking down the hill and back up the hill with 3 pizza boxes? What the hell's going on here?
You know that movie? You know that movie, Defending Your Life? That with Meryl Streep in it.
I think you just made that up. Actually.
I think you did too.
And she dies and she goes up to the heavens or whatever, and then she meets her lawyer who defends her life because she had a great life anyway. But he talks to one of the other guys in the movie and talks about how he's a big brain, and the guy's got a plate full of eggs and bacon and pancakes and everything, and I'm so hungry, and here you could eat anything and you won't gain any weight, yay. And he's like, do you want some? And then the lawyer's like, nah. That's for little brains.
Julia Cloud said, animals eat to survive, we should eat to enjoy, and I have taken that advice.
Oh God, I guess, the pandemic I had to cook every single day, and now I'm so tired of looking at it.
You're like, I'm tired of food. I'm like, I made 2 new friends at a wedding Thursday night, all based on the fact that we are all introverts. We stood in a corner and waited for the guys to walk around with the little trays of appetizers, and we would just grab them. And I'm like, I actually cemented a new relationship off of free food, and you're sitting here talking about I'm tired of food? What? What? Okay. I can't. My brain. Okay. All right.
I used to work in catering, so that's another reason.
Oh, but still, I wouldn't be tired.
I was one of those people with the trays coming out of the kitchen.
The look on Johnny's face is how I feel.
I mean, because who is this lady right now?
I'm literally like, my heart is so broken because I'm like, I really fucks with Toni, and now I don't know if I can.
I was told she was the troublemaker. That's why.
Wow. I'm like, my whole thought about who you are as a person was so wrong based off of what has just transpired.
Because of food. Spirit is my food. Okay.
She's nourishing, but sometimes after eating off that plate, I felt like I ate.
I got two stomachs, so I need spiritual edifications, and I also need hamburgers and cheese. And all
you don't get this fat for no reason.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lambs, rams. I got all that now.
All of that. God.
But I don't want to
you know what?
Y'all don't know how shook and broken my spirit is right now. I'm like, I kind of want to turn the whole live stream off and just go somewhere and sit for a minute because I'm like,
you don't ever get tired of just like, oh, now we have to figure out what's for dinner. If I hear that,
because that's cooking, and that's part of the devil. So yeah, I understand.
One more time.
But that's different than being tired of food. Because once I've decided what I'm eating, then I'm good. But like,
yeah, you're right. But just the prospect of what's for dinner is just always so hard in our house. It's like, okay, what do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat?
So
that I can understand. The reason I had a sausage biscuit is because the sausage is thawed out.
Okay.
The chicken and the pork chops and the hamburger meat and all that crap that's in the freezer. I ain't nobody got time for all that. I could throw out Walt Disney before I thawed out some of that freezer stuff. Man, like I'm just. I can't.
There is nothing more solid than a brick of frozen chicken.
I mean,
like that one pack of frozen drumsticks would have taken out the Titanic. I swear to God. Strong.
Oh my gosh.
What are we doing? Aries?
Aries.
So Aries.
I'm still trying to process this.
So sorry.
This was heavy.
So Aries.
Like my whole spirit is messed up right now. I just want to turn off the live stream because I just don't know.
I'm sorry. Okay. I disappointed you with food. Okay. See, that's what food does. So Aries. What's going on for you right now is stability and security. So that's what's on your mind right now. You're going through a new passage, something new that you have to traverse, some new job, some new experience that will hopefully bring the abundance that you are looking for, because that is your worry at the moment, is stability and security. You really would like to see the spigot open up and start supplying you with what you need. You're going to have to go through this passage for the moment.
I got the same cat snatching thing. Stability. How do I become independent? How do I make sure I have everything, having all of the financials, and then how to balance and juggle it. There will be, I think, when you were saying like there's a possibility, Toni, you were saying possibility of like a new job or something new that's coming into play. What it's going to do too is make you look at your current. How am I sitting with myself? How am I sitting with my money? What I heard when I pulled these cards, because I was like over analyzing it, and it's like, no, they're literally juggling some financial windfall that's coming in. I was like, really? That seems too basic. And it was like, yeah. Stop. complicated.
So hopefully it is a windfall.
So it probably is a windfall. How are you going to juggle this thing, this financial thing that's coming through? That is going to be the bud. It's not always bad. It could be good. Sometimes I say I want to raise, but then I'm like, is that going to push me in a new tax bracket? And then sometimes I'm like, you know what? That's a happy problem to try to figure out, is that new tax bracket. Gosh darn it. So, let it come in. Let it come in, and then stop overthinking. Don't do the opposite of what I just did trying to read these overthinking these cards. Be on the ordinary. Something, that windfall that's going to come in, or that new job, or that new abundance that you've been praying for. Stop trying to overthink it. Where did it come from? Why is it here? That's what this card means. Stop overthinking. It is here. Let it go. Give it to Spirit. Spirit will show you when it's time. Sometimes Spirit doesn't want us. We ask Spirit a whole bunch of times, can you show me? Why am I going through this? What can I learn? And Spirit's like, if you don't stop asking me questions, because we're being impatient. We are impatient. Spirit it may not just be one of those little, what do you used to call those, with the red thing, and you would pull the lever and it would pull a new picture in front of you?
Oh, you mean the little...
No, that wasn't CNC. That was, oh, hell. I had one.
The binocular, and you would just click
the projector thing.
Yeah.
The Disney projector thing.
Spirit is going to show you the pictures one by one as they come through. It's not going to give you the whole movie at the time. Otherwise, your parents would have just bought you a projector and not the little clicking thing. Spirit sometimes says, do the clicking thing, because you need to put piece, then the next piece, then the next piece. When you keep asking Spirit, why? Viewmaster, that's what it is. Thank you. Spirit is like, calm down. I got some stuff to show you, because there's a couple other things that finna happen, child. But you just calm down. So
can you just send me a chef? Send me a chef, somebody to cook for me.
Then you'll love food and you'll never disappoint me again. I literally felt like my boyfriend had just dumped me. Like, that's how I felt when he said that. I was like, there was like that shock, because I was like, I thought a relationship was going well. Where did this
No, I didn't say I don't eat. Just look at me.
No, it was, I'm tired of food. And I was just like, I literally felt like you had just pooped on my face. I just was what? Sorry. I was offended that I voted for Donald Trump wearing, a G-string and some pasties. I'd be like, okay, you do you, but not the whole, I'm tired.
It's crazy.
So yes, there is something coming for you. There is a windfall coming for you, Aries. However, here's your thorn. Mambuya Nahanda is how you say this. What this is rise, but fall, but rise again. This is a person who fought against colonialism. So how is it that you're going to respond to this? The Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles are some of the worst cards you can get if you're trying to have a positive outlook on anything. This is you being thrown out in the cold. This is poverty. This is lack. This is loss. This is ruin. But this is fall to rise up again. So how you respond to the harshness of life is what's going to make you. If you can get back up, you will win. Now, here's the thing. Forewarned is forearmed. It is easy to give up in these kind of situations. But this is not a coincidence. Somebody needs to hear, if you can get back up, you will win. Because at that point, you knew how to fight. You know how to respond. You know how to keep going. This did not destroy you. These two can. They can destroy a whole bunch of things. They can destroy a person's motivation very easily. Because how do you combat lack and loss and ruin? How do you combat that? If you can get back up, then you got it made. But you have to do it.
Shit, I needed to hear that message. God. That's heavy. There you go, Aries. All right, Taurus. Let's look at what's going on for you all this month. Uh-oh. Thank you to all 111 or 9, whichever count I'm looking at is accurate for watching tonight. Please appreciate you.
Don't be talking to me like that. These stars are talking to me. Don't be talking to me like that. You better show me some respect. Oh, jeez. Okay, so Taurus, talking to myself. Balance is needed. Balance is needed. Balance all those chakras because there's some emotional stuff going on. You're feeling a little like everybody hates me.
Oh,
nobody likes me. Everything.
Kind of Eeyore-ish right now.
But you want to try to let it go. The instinct is to let it go because you know that it's not something that is maybe not something that's real or something that really has to do with you. It could be something that's in your environment that is affecting you, but it may not be you. So let it go. Water off a duck's back.
Ooh,
that's all I have to say.
Because listen, whatever the situation is, the Oracle's gift, talk to Spirit and ask for Spirit to be with you in that moment. Ask Spirit to be with you. Once Spirit is with you, it's going to help you defend, and then you're going to have to walk away. So whatever the situation is, whatever this is, ask for guidance from Spirit. You want to get it, do it, say what you need to say, have your peace, whatever you need to do to defend. It could even be as much as like, I just need to set up a personal boundary. It may not even be something you need to get in somebody's face and have a long conversation. It's not even that. Sometimes you don't need to say anything. But whatever it is, do it and then walk away. Okay? No need to stand back and fight with everybody and it ain't that deep. Just do it and walk away.
So I get Birds of Paradise and Iset. Iset is surrender. This is surrender to the divine plan, just like Adrian said. Surrender to the divine wisdom. You can't figure this one out. The King of Pentacles is the know-all, even though he's not an air sign, but he has a collection of things because he knows how to obtain. He knows how to get. He knows how to keep. The Birds of Paradise is embarking on a new adventure. This is trying it a different way, trying something new. You can't figure this out. Accept that. Back to spirituality. Let spirit in, let spirit help. The Lover's card, back in the day, as I used to say, had 3 people on it. These 2 people, which were depicted of Adam and Eve, and then another third person. But this also represents Gemini. So Arthur Waite, who created this one, said, well, there should be 3 people since Gemini is about 2, the duality, the twins. So there's 2 people and an angel. There is divine intervention. There is some spiritual help for these people along their path. That's what you need. Again, this is the moments where you can surrender and throw it all and say, okay, you do it. Because you can't figure this one out. Whatever it is that you are up against, it is okay to not be able to know how to do it. Sometimes this is where you have to let go, let God type of thing. Or you can keep trying and then chasing your tail in a circle. So it's up to you.
Trust and believe that is not a good look.
Mhm.
It's not a good look. Hope this helps you, terrific Tories, or just like Johnie said, anybody. This is for entertainment purposes only, and these are just general reads. Because there was what was that? Pisces, not the Pisces, that Aries message. I was like, well, that's so disrespectfully me right now. I need to hear that. When you are out in the cold, if you can persevere, you will be fine. So, take these little nuggets and apply them to your life.
And as a Taurus, thank you for the message.
You had that look like you were so disrespectfully on my life.
It's like, I did not ask you for a personal reading. Thank you very much.
All of my dirty laundries.
Get out of my energy.
Please, thank you. Let's talk about Johnie. You up?
Oh God! See, here we go.
Gemini.
I did too much laughing. That's what that was.
Yeah, because I was towards your cards, and I don't want you to thump me in the middle of my forehead.
It was like, we kikied a little too hard, didn't we?
Bite you in the ass.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a good card.
No, you're not.
I guess it really didn't matter if I did, because I'm have the thorn, so I still need to spin it to see. This is what you need to watch out for. So
make it work. Make it work.
Let's see what it says.
All Geminis, y'all on deck.
I don't want two cards though. So let's see.
Because one bad news is bad enough.
I mean, we don't need all this extra out stuff. Because
when you combine that,
to me every single month.
I'm telling you, when you combine that with what I got to say, sorry,
you ready, Johnie?
Swing low, sweet chariot.
Coming forth, carry me.
I don't even need the rest of it. I know what this is saying, but I'm not going to
let me ride. Okay. So, Gemini, speaking your truth this month. It's all about that fifth chakra. Speak that truth or listen to the truth. Be open to listening to the truth. Something is not quite right in Mudville. Being out in the cold because there's some truth that needs to happen. And it really is affecting your energy right now. Mm-hmm. So whatever that truth is, got to seek it out and speak it out.
May I interject? Whatever that truth is, because here's the thing about throat chakra. It is not just speaking divine truth, it's also hearing divine truth. And there may be something you need to be upfront and honest with yourself about, Gemini. You may have been lying to yourself about something. So I'm going to add to what Toni said, because do you mind if I add and piggyback off what you said? So you need to listen to divine truth from source, from spirit. Then you need to redefine your narrative and tell yourself a new truth. You need to dispel a scenario you've been telling yourself about yourself, particularly. Because what I'm getting is stop being your own worst enemy with the 10 of Wands and the Devil. This is you. You are being your own worst enemy about something right now. Devil, affliction, addiction, grossness, stress. This is about you. You are your burden. Because it would have been somebody else that was the burden. The cards are saying it's you. Stop being your own worst enemy. Tell yourself a new story about yourself. And you need to ground yourself to do it. Earth magic is all about that, connecting to literally, she's walking in the ground and you see how Earth is reaching up to her foots. Ground yourself so you can get yourself a new message about yourself. Stop being your own worst enemy this month. because that something's going to brew up, and it may be some self-loathing and some self-cherishing that you may dive into this month. And Spirit's saying, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go down that
Stay
path.
off the ledge.
The ledge. Don't be your own worst enemy.
In Vokumu, this is the story of a woman who was basically at the right hand of her father in whatever glorious kingdom, if it's not heaven, but whatever they were in the higher plane. He was getting to a point to where he just wanted to sit down and chill, no noise, no mess, no fuss, no nothing. But she had children, the children were loud, and so he put her and her children in a basket and lowered them down to earth. So she was the first woman on earth. So she is the mother to all people type of thing. And so, of course, she felt betrayed and abandoned because her father basically kicked her and her kids out and sent them to this mysterious planet somewhere. So this is about forgiveness. When you have been wronged or you have been extremely wronged, even by those in your own family, your own lineage, the people that you come from, your flesh and bone. And so what you need to do, though, because this is stifling your creativity, this is stifling your progress. And what you need to do is to give that freely, give that forgiveness freely. Don't expect nothing in return. Don't expect an explanation. Don't expect a actual apology. Just forgive it and then let it go. Mm-hmm. Because what you need to do is to get it off of you. Never mind what they're dealing with or if they're ever even sorry. It doesn't matter. You need to free yourself from their control. You need to free yourself from their memory. You need to free yourself from that emotional chain so that you can move on. Because this card, as you see here, is the stormy waters, but it's very small. It only takes a little bitty thing to hold you back. Over here is the wide water, the clear water. This is the space and the opportunity that you can enjoy should you give that forgiveness away freely. Do not give it out and then expect something in return, because then it still has a chain. You still have a binding to that. Mm-hmm. So it's time for forgiveness. Give it away and walk away. Or not. And then we'll repeat this message next month.
That also felt a little personal too.
I mean, that was my reading. I was reading to myself. Just
I sure have been contemplating these last couple of days sending somebody a FU letter because I felt that they slighted me. I've been like,
that's going around a lot these days.
Mm-hmm. I almost did, because I just wanted you to know that I was that I wanted to curse at you. That's all the reason I really wanted. But it's like, no.
I just want somebody to know they got me effed up. That I'm going to allow them to do what they did. Mm-hmm. And I just want them to know I saw it. Mm-hmm. And then walk away. But I was like, is it even worth it? So thank you for that reading, even though I'm not a Gemini.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth
Just let it go. Mm-hmm. Let it go. Be the bigger man or the woman.
Sometimes I'm so fucking sick of being the bigger person. That is hell. Then I gotta be the bigger person emotionally too. I'm so sick of this. I quit.
But if I walk my walk and I talk my talk, forgiveness is what I preach. So I have to forgive.
I don't preach it, so I don't have to walk it. Well, I preach humility. Humility is my message. So therefore, that is what I will always portray, for that is who I am. But I do, from time to time, want to get a little small in my vibration and say, you know what? Look here.
We all do. Just because I forget don't ever mean I forget.
I don't.
Forgive, but don't ever mean I forget.
It's not worth tainting my energy. But at the same time, I always want to. It's there.
And see, here's
we're human.
Well, the imbalance of my sign and being a Libra is that if I don't set the precedent and say, listen, I see you, game recognizes game, then they may do it again. But the other and so just very lovingly say, hey, please don't, I see you, please don't do that again, because that's part of the scale, and just having that healthy mutual balance and repositioning of energy. Then the imbalanced part of that scale is like, look, mother sucker, what you not finna do? You got me messed up. And I just have to find that. Because I have to preach and talk my walk, for I want my heart chakra to be balanced. And so I had to ask myself, is setting that boundary and then letting it go going to help replenish my heart chakra? Because if I don't say it, and if I don't set that boundary, that may cause some grief, actually. And then I'll have an imbalanced heart chakra anyway. Or maybe I'm just justifying cussing somebody the hell out. Anyway.
Well, I'm from the south side of Chicago and don't want to come after me.
When you said, I was like, oh, here she goes. About to be on. Is outside going to come out?
You do not want to come for me.
Oh, gosh, sometimes I just... It's hard. It's really hard. We're like,
it's really hard.
We are humans.
Kevin, Lord Jesus. Maybe I shouldn't even say it because that's why it came out wrong. I'm going to say it anyway because it's my mouth. Karen Clark Sheard has a song called Sometimes. Sometimes heaven seems so far away. Because sometimes you want to tell a person what they really need. It's like, yes, I can't hear none of all this love and light. No, Right now, we got to get down and dirty in the dark. That's what we need to do.
Just mind you, this is okay. How you gonna ask me for my time, my energy? You pursued me for an endeavor, and I'm all like, yeah, go Adrian. And then when it came time for the endeavor, you went ghost. I thought you reached out to me. So what I need you to understand is my time, energy, nor space is free, my dude, my chick, my people. So keep that same energy, and you're going to continue to be in the situation you're in, needing help, because ain't nobody going to help you. See, I just got it off of my chest and I feel better. All right.
Now cut those cords, girl. Cut those cords.
Get on my last daggone nerve. Cancers. Let's take a look at your energy for this month with your rose, your bud, and your thorn.
That will be nice. What does mean? That's bad already. You sure you ain't doing the thorn?
Well, now.
Well. And the preacher's up in the pulpit. You go, well,
preacher.
Well, so we can get to the buffet. I need you at some point to quit talking. You clearing your throat? Do you need a Sprite? What's happening right now?
What is that noise? I don't know.
Okay, so here we go. Cancer. Right now you have stability and security issue happening. So you've gone within, which is good. You've retreated. You've taken the time to look to study what's going on with your finances, what's going on with whatever job you're doing. And kudos to you for doing that, because that's very important because of your work that you're doing, your inner work, your outer work. New beginnings are on the horizon. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep looking inward. Keep looking at your finances. Keep really just studying what it is that you need to do to get yourself out of whatever situation you're in. Kudos to you, Cancer.
Amen. 6 of Wands. There's going to be some victory too. Everything that you've been going through, that planning, listen to what Toni just said, it's going to pay off. It's actually going to put you in prime contact with somebody that's going to also kind of help further and keep that momentum going with the 2 of Cups. You're going to see eye to eye with somebody. There's going to be a partnership that's going to help continue to make you, at least in your heart and spirit, in your root chakra sense, continue to feel prosperous. It's also going to introduce you to a group of people as well, birds of a feather. That whole thing is going to kind of enlighten you, and maybe even from an energy perspective, kind of pull you up a dimension. And so now you're going to be surrounded with more like-minded people, more higher consciousness, if you will, that will kind of also help to kind of continue this forward momentum, this forward path. But don't shy away with it when you see the people or the group or whatever this is that's coming, this bird of a feather. Know that they are your people at this time for you, to help you.
So, okay, wait. Let's start here. It's only temporary, as the sandcastle is. The Page of Swords, there's a delay. It's interesting. We're getting so many like finances and financial information. We're in the holiday season, and this is now the time people worry about it more than they usually do, because it's the holiday season, and everything in the world costs money, but it seems to cost even more because people want even more things now. But there's a delay here. If you can operate in some patience, Cancer, there is an opportunity that will open up. I'm not saying that you're going to get some winning lottery ticket or the gold Willy Wonka chocolate bar ticket or whatever. I'm saying that there is an opportunity for you to actually be okay. Abel Nimba, this means harvest, but this is also giving thanks for not just material, but for spiritual rewards as well. So make sure you're not some selfish get at the end of it now, that after this delay, after this obstacle has cleared, that you are thankful for what comes in, no matter what it is. If it's small, if it's medium, if it's large, whatever the case may be thankful for it. This is what I always preach about, the humility. Be humble in private, or God will do it in public. When you are thankful for the little things, when you are humble over the little things that you have, you can get more, and God will exalt you in front of everybody. But you have to have a little patience. Things don't work out in your time, they work out in their time. You could rush everything and just rush straight to the abundance, but you won't appreciate it and you'll lose it in 10 days. So be patient.
Ooh. Sorry. That hit in a weird way. My brain immediately went to, I always tell people, like, especially like, don't ever say I hate my job, because then one day you won't have one. Be very specific about that, being the intentionality, being very specific to make sure that you don't mess up your whole blessings because of one little small thing that you just temporarily dislike at the moment. That's where my brain went. Sorry.
Because that's the truth. If you want to keep hating something, especially the thing that's supplying your roof and your food, then Spirit will say, okay, well, let me take it from you then.
You hated it that much. Go find something else. Jackass. Good luck.
I mean 7-Eleven.
And you're like, wait, no, I just wanted a better job. Then that's what you should be asking for.
Just want to come with a little less stress. Well, there's a lot less stress picking up dog poop, and it's about $100,000 pay cut. Go ahead, then. You're like, damn, I really should have been very more clear with Spirit about.
Yeah.
But when you have those thoughts, you know, when I have a negative thought and I know that, that subconscious is working on it, as soon as I have it, I cancel it out. I say, cancel. And then I stop thinking about it. If it comes up again, I cancel it out. You just have to keep canceling out, because you can't control your thoughts. You can only have them and then have different thoughts, better thoughts. So replace them, cancel them out, replace it with a better thought. You want a better job. You don't hate this job. Well, maybe you do hate this job, but what you want is a better job. So concentrate on the better job.
And we don't ever really hate the whole thing. We just hate aspects of it sometimes.
Exactly. Yep.
It's just, this meeting that I have to have, this person that I have to deal with, this whatever, this deadline that always comes, it always sucks, whatever it is. It's always an aspect of it.
It's an aspect that's very temporary because it won't.
This boot. Making my way.
Are you wearing a boot?
For my leg, my foot, my ankle.
What you been doing? Kickboxing? That's I always used that joke, but have you been kickboxing?
I used to kickbox, but I can't do it anymore.
That's how we got in the situation to begin with, hence saying used to.
Was very good. That's what that means. It's okay.
Oh no, or she was very good at it and broke her foot off in somebody's behind.
I'm missing my whole foot because it's in somebody's butt.
There's that episode of Everybody Hates Chris, and the mom Rochelle was Chris was acting up in a restaurant trying to show up for his little girlfriend, and his mom walked up to him and was like, "Chris," and in the midstream he didn't realize it was his mom. He turned around and goes, "What?" And then they're like looking at each other, and you hear the heartbeat.
Because no, you didn't say what to your mom.
Yes. The next scene is him laying on his stomach, and there's like a hump on his butt, and the X-ray in the background, and there's a shoe in his butt. I was like, God, that is the best writing ever. Exactly. And then she goes, "I'm gonna get you some ice chips, baby," and you see her like hobble out of the room because one of her shoes was in his behind. Okay, sorry. I digress.
But what is a very common response in non-African American families? I have come to find out. I've never said what to my parents after they called my name or something. What?
Yes, ma'am.
I've never said that.
You say yes, ma'am.
Or something close to it, but what is never what you're going to say.
And she'll say, "What did you just say?"
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I know you mean. You better say the other things.
You be ducking those flying shoes.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, Lord. The shoes, the backhand. In my father's case, he tried a broom, whatever.
Whatever's handy.
I'm not your friends. Don't you what me?
What?
What? I wish you would say what.
Okay, what? We go. All right, we gonna find out what is. Okay.
You go out there and give me a switch off that tree.
What you about to do?
Man, we used to get the ironing cord. That stuff hurts, man. That'll leave welts on your body. Don't go away for days.
I'd have been tight after that one. I might have thrown some chicken grease on my mama. Like, well, you know what? You ain't gonna hit me with no real.
You know hot grits, y'all, mammy.
I mean, I know how to turn this stove on. You better watch out.
At some point, you gotta go to sleep.
I mean, Lizzie Borden did it the hard way. Look here, all this chopping, ain't nobody got time for all that.
Oh, she did. Thank you so much for the super chat, Marie. And see, we didn't have corporal punishment. We had a very deep emotional, psychological punishment in my family. And at times I was like, I literally remember looking at my parents like, "Can you just beat me today?"
No, you don't. You don't want that.
This mind, because they were like so against, because they got, spanked or whatever. They're like, we're not going to do that to our kids. When we have two highly intelligent people who have children, their whole psychological shit was really bad. Oh God. And then they would make me they would make me call my Uncle Jimmy. Uncle Jimmy, I miss you so much. And Uncle Jimmy would we called it giving you a talking to. And Uncle Jimmy would talk to you about you, to you. And if you did not hang yourself after that phone call, was a good one. I tried to do that to my niece and nephew, but I'm not as at some point I just started giggling and I'm like, damn it, I'm not that good. But yeah, God, sometimes I was just like, can I just go pick my own switch? Because I just
You go out and pick the thinnest one, and
then they make you go back and get go get
it. Like, did you pull up the whole tree? What is this? I'm seriously contemplating running away. What is My mother was not a disciplinarian, though. She actually never spanked us. She gave us the stares. Mm-hmm. My father was the crazy person, but she just was real quiet. Yeah. And you staring right at me. I don't know what I did, but I know it's something wrong. So let me just sit here until you stop looking at me, and then I know, okay, maybe I can move after 3 minutes or so.
Wait till your father gets home.
Something is going around in your head over and over and over again. Remember that prison is real. So whatever you think about doing, tame it down.
We never had to imagine what was going on. Yeah. Either the belt came out, the ironing cord came out. We had to go a switch. Shoes would fly, brushes would fly.
This is why I can threaten, and I know how to threaten people within an inch of their life, because that's how I was disciplined. And the thing is like they were crazy. They showed me they're crazy enough to where it wasn't just like, oh, they're just threatening, they're not going to do something. They would come close sometimes just to test my gangster, just to remind me that they don't threaten, they just give you an idea of what could happen. And when they want to follow through, they will. Like the time my dad almost killed me with the broom, and he somehow got the broom in his hand and swung it at me, but stopped right when it got here, and the little bristles tickled the side of my face. And I said, this mother is crazy. He's crazy, because how did he get that broom that quick? It was across the room. How did he cradle the broom? And this is how I knew he was crazy. So he had enough self-control to swing it at me and stop right here. It never hit me. And just let the little bristles tickle my face. I said, I'm not, I can't mess with them. They're crazy. They're crazy. And my mom was sitting right there like, now what? I said, yeah, I can't mess with either y'all. Oh, my new parenting mess. I can't.
You guys were lucky, very lucky that you didn't end up in the families that I ended up in.
Lord, I'm so sorry, y'all. We went off on this child rearing tangent. Leos, we are on to you guys.
You know what? I fanned the cards all out, and it says take the first one. Well, I didn't need to fan them out then, because it's right there on the top.
Right.
Okay, I don't want that one though. So I'll put that back.
Ooh, Lori, good night. So everybody could see y'all getting your bare behinds beaten on the side of the road. That is rough. That is rough. I did not mean to hash up everybody's childhood trauma. I will do healing at the end for us.
This is why humans are so crazy. We were all abused.
Oh my God, no. Woo-wee. Traumatized. Hello, Allie.
Okay. I gotta look at this other card. One more card that I thought I was like, that's crazy. Well, that card doesn't belong there. But now I see that it did. Where is it? Okay, here it is.
Yes, Terry. I have paid 5 figures in therapy bills because of the psychological disciplining my parents did. I get you on that.
No amount of therapy can help what ails me. It's got to be spirit.
Yep.
Okay, so Leo. What's on your mind right now are your finances. Finances. And this card came up right after that, and it's called happiness, the bluebird of happiness. So I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, does that mean you're going to have a windfall? But possibly not. But then this card came up, prosperity. So there's something going on. Somebody's messing with your money. So take a really good look at it. What's going on with your finances right now? If you need to get a money manager, do that. Make sure that you know exactly what's happening. Go to the bank, check everything. Make sure that nobody has stolen I don't know why I'm saying this, stolen your identity. But once you figure all of that out, you've got the bluebird of happiness and prosperity. So check your money, make sure nobody's trying to siphon it off, so that you can keep hold of it. So that's what's going on right now.
It's so interesting because it's so in line with what I get. What I'm getting to is I got the Ace of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. I also getting stop being stingy with your money. Stop. If you do find out somebody has been, there's been some malfeasance with your finances, the antidote to that is not to just start hoarding and being selfish, and not to giving out. The antidote to that really is just, being more careful. Because what you need to do, and the energy is, when you don't be stingy, just work on manifesting the right solutions to the money issues. Like Toni said, is it that you need to hire a financial advisor? But whatever you want to do, instead of looking at the sour part of it, focus on creating something positive. And that's what's going to be your bud. Focus on manifesting, creating something positive around your finances, instead of focusing on how you are without.
Okay. Where to start? It said surrender. So sometimes there are things in life you cannot figure out. But this is not necessarily surrendering to, even though that's what this means, but I'm going to change it. This is not surrendering to a higher authority or your guides and gods and whatever. You can use your resources down here. There are people who may know how to figure out your problem. Here with the Five of Wands, there is a bit of conflict. You can't figure this out, but you don't know where to go. Start wherever the arena is, whether it's finances, whether it's how to get your car fixed, how to get your house painted, whatever the thing is. Find someone who has done it or done something like it, and figure out how they did it, or ask probing questions, and that way you have a path forward. The sea urchins in this deck is be methodical. Have a plan. If you try to go it on your own, the Ten of Wands is a reminder, not just a burden, but it's a reminder you're doing things the wrong way. This person can carry these sticks to its destination, but you're going to have to carry them differently than this. You're never going to make it like this. He's going to either fall over, or he's going to drop them all and be constantly picking them up, because you know how that happens when you get a bunch of stuff in your hand. You pick up one, something falls. You pick up that, something else falls. There is a plan. There's a better way to do this. And so that's when the Justice card comes in. There is a better way. There is a more balanced approach to whatever this situation is that's causing you all this conflict. So surrender, ask for help. I know that's a hard thing to do. That's the ugly 4-letter word, but ask for help because you do need it in this situation. So ask for help or not, or you can continue to struggle and hurt your back. It's up to you, but forewarned is forearmed. You have been told when you are aware, you are responsible. So
the struggle bus sucks. Struggle bus is not a good look.
But it's always running.
Yes, it is.
On time, too. It's never late.
It's got plenty of seats too.
Goodness gracious.
You are not alone.
Well, that helped, Leo. Virgo, it's on you guys. You're up.
Virgosity.
I went to grab a snack because I haven't eaten since like 10 this morning. And at some point, I didn't hear a word Johnie said, but I saw his lips flapping. I think my blood sugar is a little low. Let me go. I didn't hear a word you said. I was just like, I don't know what he's saying. All right, Virgo. Your rose, your bud, and your thorn.
Right here now. With my own cards. Thank you very much.
Okay, Virgo. So the first card I get is a second chakra card, and it's creativity. It's about being creative, using the energy that you have to create that which you want, that which you are wanting. So what I'm hoping and I'm feeling is that you're doing the things that need to be done to move out of troubled waters. So you're looking for creative ways to do that, moving into calmer waters. It's going to take a lot of courage because whatever it is it's challenging. That's all I'm going to say. You're facing a challenge, but you've got to be creative and have courage to get through it. Whatever that is.
Because here's what happens when you don't have courage and you get scared. Not sometimes, let me stop lying. A lot of times our shadow self comes up. What ends up happening is we can either start to self-sabotage or we can start to kind of go into lower vibration and act out of character. So what it's saying is that when you start to set these plans, trying to push things in motion, don't let fear guide you, because what will end up happening is that you may actually sabotage yourself. With those 3 of wands, looking out into the future, waiting for your plan to come in, your ships to come in for the plan that you set, and the devil. Don't self-sabotage whatever is you're trying to do. Because what happens with Gang Sarah, however this is pronounced, this is all about self-doubt. This is all about you being afraid you're going to mess something up. As we say in the Navy, you're going to screw the pooch. Have a little bit of confidence, like Toni said. Believe in yourself. Move forward with confidence that what you're going to do is going to work out, so you don't step into a new era, a new season kind of messed up. Because at that point, you can't blame anybody but yourself.
I have a Mawu Lisa. This is the moon and the sun. Then I have the crab, which is take an unconventional, sometimes even sideways approach. Because you are, even though they have warned you, both of them have warned you, Don't self-sabotage. You are doing that because you're worried about the future. As Adrian said, the future is anxiety because you're worried, and that's what this is. This is up at night. This is thinking about the wrong thing. This is stressing about the wrong thing. This is stressing about stuff that's not here. But this is also giving me, you have desires and wishes, but you don't have patience. I say this to those who get personal readings and want to know when their abundance is coming in, when is their harvest coming in, when can I go and make all the money type of thing. Harvest and abundance is a loaded word because an abundance of what? You want an abundance of problems. You want an abundance of happiness. You want an abundance of what? Say you want an abundance of money. How do you want that abundance of money? Do you want to be hit by the Walmart truck to get that abundance of money? But now you're laid up and can't spend it. So everybody else has got, sneakers and Nikes and things, and your legs are chopped off. So let's be specific, but let's also be patient. Things work out in their time, not your time. If you could work it out in your time, then you'd have it already. So that means you need to be patient. And also, with the Mawu Lisa, the eclipse brings power. It brings in this situation with this card. So you have to wait for the alignment. You have to wait for the sun and the moon to align to unlock that power. So wait. Waiting is not easy, but it still is necessary.
Johnie, why don't you put my personal business out in these streets? Why don't you just put all my personals out in the streets?
I mean, the shoe fits, wear it.
Yes, I sure do got some Virgo in me, and that I need to hear that message. Thank you. Same to you, because you were a little bit in my personals too, Toni. I started to roll my eyes a little bit when I was like, well, speaking of personal, let's get real personal with Libra. Let's see how I'm about to be offended for this month.
Libra.
Thank you, Anna Banana.
Oh yeah, my gosh. Thank you, Anna Banana. I thank you in the chat, but thank you so much for the super chat. May that generosity be returned to you tenfold. Thank you so very much.
Libra.
The little those pretzels with the peanut butter on the inside.
From Trader Joe's?
They real good, but I choked on like 4 of them. Almost passed out.
That's your growth muscle saying you eat too fast.
Do
you know how to give yourself the Heimlich?
Yeah, y'all was about to see it live on TV because I was trying so hard to like low key choke. Let me grab this water. What I get in the middle
don't suffer in silence.
I'm so glad for the mute button. Thank you so much, me, myself, and I, for the donation. Make that generosity return to you tenfold. All right, Libra. This was, it was all about us last month, so it's time for us to turn it over to the Scorpios. But before we do that, they are so good. I don't even like pretzels, but when you make them a little chunky and put some peanut butter in them, I feel like Aunt Annie should do that. With the soft pretzel.
They don't have anything but peanut butter in it, do they?
Filled with peanut butter with that gooey cheese that they have. Ooh.
I don't really care for pretzels. The pretzels I like are too salty. They give you pressure, but but if you take the pretzels, any kind you like, and put some oil or whatever, kind of maybe avocado oil or whatever, something that'll make season and stick. Then take a Hidden Valley Ranch packet. Hidden Valley Ranch, send me my check for my endorsement. And you put it on there and you let it marinate for like an hour, stick it in the oven long enough for it to set. There you go.
Hidden Valley Ranch. owes you for the endorsement, and Aunt Annie's owes me all the coffee.
And Trader Joe's.
Send them tips, please. Thank you. Please and thank you.
Just send me my check. Just send me my check. And it'll be anonymous. I won't even tell people that you stole the idea from me. I'm gonna just take my money. Oh hell!
So I don't know what any of this means.
No, I was like,
man, it's very well, it's not disrespectful, but it's
like, what is
it's kind of heavy.
What the hell?
So, Libra, there's a seventh chakra card. The presence of partnerships, give and take of, and then there's this card, generosity. So is there, I would say there is some kind of charity or something that you are either starting or becoming involved in. That's the only thing I'm getting. I'm getting some kind of charity organization that you have decided to be a part of, and that's what I'm getting. I don't know.
Stop putting my business out in these streets, Toni. Stop putting my business out in these streets. That kind of makes sense. Okay. Libra, I got a whole bunch of mixed messages for us. I don't like any of them, and this is what I get when I tried to pull multiple cards because I didn't like the first two cards that I got. So, Lord, what does this mean? Okay, first of all, close encounters. We'll start with that. Get out of the me energy of things and being so stop. We need to stop being so self-absorbed right now. That's how I would put it. And we need to remember that we are part of the bigger picture. If this was a chakra card, I would say we need to really dig into our crown chakra. Be a part of the cosmos. Be a part of spirit. Be okay. Yeah. And stop being so. We're trying to strategize. We're trying to figure out what our next move is. How do we do this? Because that would make sense with the Five of Swords, trying to get the leg up in a situation because we feel like we have not. But, once you realize that you're part of a bigger picture, go and retreat. Go sit your little behind. We need to set little behinds down right now. Just go sit down. Sit down. Let ourselves be drowned in the beautiful connection that is Mama Earth energy and the connection with others, and focus on that for a little while. And stop trying to be so in the brain and trying to strategize and think about the next 22 moves. You're being exhausted. You're exhausting yourself. And when I say self-absorbed, I don't mean it in the sense of self-cherishing. We are just so busy thinking about our next moves. What do we need to be doing that we're just not present. We're not present. We're trying to figure out what we need to do next. And so what that ends up doing is it does make you a bit self-absorbed because you're thinking about the next movement and you're not just sitting back and going, let spirit come to me, let me breathe, and let me be connected with everyone. So that's what I got for Libra.
What's that face?
There is, okay. Yes, I have the thorn. I'm supposed to tell you the ugly to watch out for, but I'm going to shift this into more of a healing message because I think that's what Spirit would want me to do. I have a card that it is meant to give some encouragement, but it's saying something different in context with the rest of this. Yasiji is the goddess of alcohol and celebrations and all that type of stuff. But I get the Eight of Swords as well. So this may be a bit of a struggle with addictions, a struggle with leaving something behind. And it's not necessarily even always addictions. With the sunken ship, your past does not have to define your future. And so in this in particular instance, I get the Four of Wands or the Four of Cups as well. There is a bit of despondency. There's a bit of trying to retreat, but the reality is stronger than your perception. Like you want it to be one thing, but it is actually another. And then you retreat into your mind, and then you create a mental cage for yourself. And so what's happening now is you're allowing mistakes to define where you go, to define your future, to define the things that you're able to do in your future. Because you can't seem to get yourself off the bottom. Because you're the one, mind you, the Eight of Swords is not an actuality, it's a warning card that you are creating the cage that you are trapped in. This person is not bound, they just look that way. They can walk forward. There is no swords in front of them. So this is a cage of your own making. But your encouragement is the Chariot. The Chariot I always call slow because nothing is moving. The Sphinx are opposites in every way. They're facing different directions, different colors. They have different agendas. And so self-discipline is what is needed here. And then you can get everything going in the same direction. And therefore, you cannot be stopped once your self-discipline has been reached. So don't let this define who you are. Just take it one step at a time. Don't try to build Rome in a day just because somebody told you you can or just because you believe you can. You don't have to. You don't have to do things somebody else's way. You don't have to do 12-step programs. You don't have to do all of these journals and all this other stuff. Take it one step at a time. Do one thing. If you don't do anything else, breathe. Breathe first, breathe out. That's what I say.
That was intense. Both of you guys were intense on that one. Whew. All right, birthday babies, it's up. You're up. Scorpio.
This is always my reading, for whatever reason.
It's always Scorpio.
Scorpio or Sagittarius. That's next, isn't it? Although the Gemini reading was, very disrespectful. But, whatever.
Let's get into this. Why am I thunking my cards out like I'm playing spades? I am not playing a card.
Cut.
Like, sweetie, you're not trying to. There's okay. Just gently pull the card. All right, birthday kids. Happy birthday to all of the Scorpios in the chat and those who are watching this later on. I was going to say rewind on the replay. Happy birthday to you. Wish you all the health, safety, and prosperity for your birthday month. Really? Again?
No.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I wish this was my rating. Because Scorpio. Scorpio, you're paying attention to your dreams. You have dreams. You're waiting for your ship to come in so that you can fulfill those dreams. And you have the magic. So go for it. Go for it all. Take the whole pot. Go for it. That's what I get. I don't know what's going to happen to you on the way.
You're going to be supported too, though. And there's going to be whatever you're trying to do it quickly and just know you will be supported with the King of Wands and the Eight of Wands. That's just what I'm getting. Move quickly, move steadfast, and know there's going to be support because you are not in this alone. Again, with the Close Encounters card, there are people around you. Spirit is with you to help you. So that is your bud. You are not alone. You will have all this actual physical, emotional, spiritual support that you need with the King of Wands and Close Encounters. There are people with you on this journey to help you.
Yes, there's
I don't like it when you do that.
I was just like, oh,
Stop that.
Well, I have to be the bearer of the bad news. So it's like, okay.
And I know Jody is like, please don't let this be on some.
But here's the Thor. This is forewarned is forearmed. I'm not going to tell you nothing you can't change. Liberation, Queen Mother Nani, or Nanny, however you want to pronounce it. She helped to free over 800 enslaved people. So there is power, there is organization, power in organization, however. You're about to go through a one of those damn moments. That's what it's going to be. Trust your instincts. Something warned you ahead of time, and you did not listen to it. Your instincts, I say this, your instincts are given to you not because they just needed to put parts somewhere. They're given to you so that you can survive without advice. Sometimes you are on your own and have no one to ask, and the thing flares up and says, don't do that. Don't go there. Don't eat that. Don't stand there. Do this. Do that. Go here. Speak to this person. There's that little voice, as we always call it, because it's not necessarily little. It's just not loud. It's not as loud as the other crap in her head that says, oh, do the wrong thing. It's that little voice that says, don't do that. It's not a big, long sentence. It's just, don't do that. And then you think, well, why not? I should probably do that because such and such did it and it worked out fine for them. And then you go down that road and you fall in the mud and you don't know why. Trust your instincts. There is something that was warning you. Surprise. There's somebody here with the power trip. 3 of Swords. Betrayal does not come from your enemies, as I say. These come from people who were standing right behind you and they knew where to hit. And it is a surprise. So start to trust yourself. Go through this. As the book is in the sugar already. So go through this, but start to trust yourself. Your instincts are trying to help you, not hinder you.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, what else do you say?
And then you know what? That's a human being thing, though. I mean, it's this. I mean, all of these messages, mind you, we're giving you 12 messages, not a message for Aries. Anybody can use a message for whoever. But it's a human thing to not always listen to that little voice because there's a part of us that wants to do what we want to do. It's just that other part of us that says this is probably not the best thing in the world right now. And then you ignore it and just keep it moving. But that's why I say life is the greatest teacher there will ever be. So you'll be all right.
I'm still trying to get over booger and the sugar.
Booger and sugar.
that is so gross.
Yeah,
Never heard that before.
It's not a wet one. He's like a little.
It's got sugar stuck to it, but if you pick it out, it's in your mind. The whole thing is still tainted.
Yeah. And I see it sitting right on top of the. Yeah, I'm with you.
The boogers and the sugar, so you got to deal with it.
You ain't right. That ain't right.
Dump it out and find out how it happened. That way it don't happen again because sugar's high. Okay.
Oh my God.
That's why you shouldn't eat coconut sugar. You can tell the difference in the color.
Say that again. That's why you what?
I said that's why you shouldn't eat coconut sugar. That way you can see the difference in the color. Get you some plain old white cocaine looking sugar, and that way you can tell when it's in there. That shouldn't.
I hate you so much.
Sugar booger.
Ever look at coconut.
I like coconut sugar and agave sugar. This sugar is brown. You get that sugar if you want to. You would never be able to tell what's in there.
I hate you so much. Never do coconut sugar the same again. So nasty.
I mean, we only got like 6 bags of it downstairs too.
Oh,
so.
You're right. It does look like liquid sugar.
This is the odd color. I mean, I get it's the outside. That's how you make coconut milk and coconut everything because it's got that weird
Adrian, your face.
brown color to it.
I'm having a moment. I'm having a moment.
Now she hates food, so we get full circle.
I'm still gonna eat it. I'm like, these are the best tasting crunchy booger sugar I've ever had in my life. It's enough for me, but it's delicious.
I still want a spoonful. Come on, get it.
Nuts. Yes.
That's all right. It ain't gonna kill you. But that bacteria is already in your body.
So then I'm going off in a whole other story in my head that I'm debating if I even want to say out loud, and it's about eating boogers. And I witnessed someone eating boogers, and then with the sound that they made when they picked it and put it in their mouth, it was a very distinct sound.
La 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 la.
The same bacteria is already in your body. You will be all right.
It was very wet. Just very, very wet.
I learned that from Dr. Oz, but he wasn't talking about noses at the time. There's a song about eating a certain thing like groceries. And he said, yeah, you could do that because the same bacteria is already in the body. So I figure if that one's okay, then the nose has got to be fine.
So, you still need to wash it though before.
Yes, you do. Wash and steam
water.
and iron it and everything else you could possibly do.
Before. Because here's the thing, that bacteria already exists, but there's also that bacteria and it's raw.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
I want to make sure that you're not eating the groceries that are raw. I mean, it's like you don't just go and grab an apple. You wash the apple first, right? To get the pesticides and the junk off. Same thing with what Johnie is talking about eating. You just want to clean it first before it's
what are we doing?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
This is Johnny's fault.
At least it's not mine this time.
It's Johnny's fault. And the fact that I didn't miss a beat and just kept with the conversation is shame on me. It's Johnny's fault.
That just means I'm amongst my people.
No, I think I need mine.
You slid that in the conversation so smooth, so even keel. I was like, my live stream just went real.
Gemini superpower. We ain't talking about this, but I'm gonna make it relevant.
My only recommendation is please don't look up what Johnie and I are talking about eating. Just think of this.
Just say, "Oh, I don't know what that is," and you'll be fine.
Just let it go.
Just move forward.
It ain't something you need to know.
And my recommendation stands: when you go eat an apple, you wash it first.
Mm-hmm. I had a teacher ask me what a certain word meant one time, and I was like, "The fact that you don't know is a good thing. Leave that alone.
Leave it alone."
Mm-hmm. I won't repeat the word because somebody will figure it out just by the way it sounds. But
don't worry about it. It's okay. You're good. Scorpio, we just ended you. Sorry, we're on the Sagittarius now. Sagittarius, almost your birthday. It'll be your birthday in like a day or two. Nope, a week. Like 2 weeks. I had a lot of Sagittarius friends in my life. Happy birthday to Sag.
I had one.
You had one.
It was a recurring friend. Like I knew him all through school, and then we didn't see each other for like 7 years. And then I was walking through a store, and then boom, there he was. And then I knew him until I moved. And I was like, I don't know you anymore. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, I don't need the court cards. They make no sense in this context.
Yeah, because I actually had to like rethink, do I need to pull another card for this to make sense? But I think I got it.
I put the court card back and get the devil. So okay.
because it's the oracle card that doesn't make sense with
Yeah.
my parrot tonight. I would like to thank Johnie from Tarot's Apprentice for all the decks I'm using tonight. Secured for my Amazon wish list. Thank you very, very much, sir. I am loving the Madame Cleo Tarot.
It's so interesting.
I want to get that deck too.
You need to get it. I'll buy it for you. It's fantastic.
Miss Cleo.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I pulled another oracle because now this makes sense. Because them other ones didn't make no sense. All right.
So, Sagittarius. The first card is a sixth chakra card. So that is a third eye chakra card, which, you're just tuned into the collective. It is you being tuned in and connected to the collective. This is where you get your ideas from. This is where you are putting those ideas into form, and you're looking out over the water across the pond to see if there are miracles to be had. If those psychic abilities that you have are paying off for you. Is there a project that you're trying to get going that has to deal with people who are not on this side of the continent? So you're using your psychic abilities. Will it work? I don't know.
I got this answer. I know.
So Adrian knows.
Yes, it's gonna work. Strength of the Nine of Cups, wishes fulfilled, and strength. Yes, it is going to, and the Harvest card on top of that too. Harvest is everything you wanted to manifest coming into play. Yes, it is going to, and that's such an oversimplification of what this card means, but just work with me. Yes, what it is. So that is going to be your bud. I don't even think I need to say much more. Strength and Nine of Cups, whatever you. That's the answer to Tony's question. I want this.
Good luck, Sagittarius.
Libra, we got some BS about hardships and whatnot. Stop being self-absorbed right now in our thoughts.
I have the hurricane. It is a warning to not stress. And then there's the devil, which means you're doing it. Stress does not help anything. It is actually quite destructive to your physical health as well, not just your energetic, but it is. I said this to a person in the personal reading the other day too, because the cards were very fluffy with the don't worry, be happy thing. And I'm like, that's telling a person hanging off a cliff, don't worry about hitting the bottom. So I can't tell, the cards are here saying don't stress, but do the best you can because it is hard to not stress. However, let me say this, it's crippling. Gang Sarah, she is a woman who was flying to meet her, not in an airplane, like physically flying. She was flying to meet her family. She's trying to find her family. And the winds blew and she got off course and she ended up in a different place. And her worry that she did something wrong or that she's doing something wrong, she lost her ability to fly because now she is fixated on something else. So now she is trying to find her family and all that good stuff. But what she did was make the best of that situation. She found a new family. She started a new family. So do not let this keep you from flying to your next destination, because that is what this is going to do. It is going to cripple you. That way you cannot finish your story. So try your hardest, try your best is all I can really tell you, but stress is not going to help you. It is going to hurt you.
It was the end. Jesus Christian, yeah.
I don't know.
It's tough. I was just thinking it's so sometimes too, the best we can do to be there for people is when they're telling you they're going through a hard time. Maybe we shouldn't just say, "Oh, it'll get better." Maybe we should just listen and hold space.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe offer a prayer. Maybe ask if there's something specific we can pray for to hold light and energy. Because it's when you're going through it, you going through it.
Don't worry about it and get over it, or do
Worth
not
it.
help anybody nowhere at any time.
Yeah.
Especially get over it. That
Yeah.
irritates me. That makes me want to stab you in the throat. I can't. You shouldn't talk ever again in life with this get over it business. No, stop it. Spirit would never say that to you. Don't you dare say that to somebody else.
Because knowing good and well, I was about to say, somebody said that to you, you would have a whole emo breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
It's to suck it up.
Yeah.
Suck it up, buttercup.
Yeah. Only time you should say to somebody, get over it, is when they want you to do something and you don't need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, you need to get over that. So
Because we're not taught how to truly be compassionate when we're younger.
Yeah.
It's people are like, because that's what they're programmed to say. And it's awkward for the person listening to somebody going through. They feel helpless, but you projecting how you feel on them. Just listen and hold space and just listen. You don't have to say anything. Just listen.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes that's all they want.
That's all they want.
And that's my lesson too. I think that everybody that's telling me their problems wants advice. Mm-hmm. And I need to learn how to just listen instead of always trying to find a solution. Because that's my thing. If you're telling me something, then okay, let's figure out what to do. There's sometimes that they don't want you to figure out what to do. They just want to say it out loud to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of the men are from Mars and women are from Venus thing, because men always want to fix it.
Yeah.
Women want to talk about it and work it out, and men just want to go, let's just fix it.
I want you to talk long enough to tell me what the problem is, and then that we can fix it.
After that. I was like, I must be a man because I'm guilty.
Well, we all have, that masculine and feminine energy. So,
And I've had to learn to, as a counselor and as a healer, just listen and not say a word. Because the empath in me wants to be like, oh my God, like Johnie, let's fix it now. I'm like, no, it's not yours to fix.
It's my personal lesson.
Yeah.
Pretend they're Geminis and just want to talk. That doesn't help. Because I'm going to forget that the moment they start. Oh my God, today I just had to do it, and I'm like, okay, so here's what we should do.
Here's what you do.
On a banana. That is not. It's not. Where am I from? It's not banana. It's banana.
I like that. Though.
You're from a banana. You're from across the pond. You're banana.
True story though. Was it the last time I was in London or the time before last? I don't remember. So it's 2018. I am in customs and I'm with my friend, and oh my God, this immigration agent was the most beautiful specimen of the same thing that your strength card with the man with the back. That's what this man did to me. I just went stupid. I was like, oh God. He's like, when you go through customs, like, why are you here? Whatever. And I was like, and all of a sudden I just had this British accent. I was like, I'm on holiday. And he said, you're from the States. Don't you say vacation? And my friend's like, he joned you. Like, oh my God.
It is hard though to not, well, for me to not pick up a person's dialect or the things that they say is just.
I spoke with an American accent until the moment I said I'm on holiday, and I don't know where that came from. I don't know how. I was so embarrassed.
On a banana said you said it right though. That's the way she typed it, and you said it right.
And
She's
so
a banana.
I had a whole point before I went off on that tirade on the banana. And you were saying that, now she asks if people want to vent or if they just need advice. I also have started getting to this was years ago, asking people before even I started going there, can you hold space? And if you can't hold space for me to vent or ask for advice, I 100% understand. Because sometimes people are going through their own thing and they just can't hold that space. And that's not fair for me to put that energy out to somebody who can they're trying to use all their energy they have right at that moment to get through their own thing. So it's just when you said that, that made me think. And it's been a practice that like all of my group, like my people close to me who all just adopted will like text, be like, bro, can you hold space? Because I got something. And it's like, no, but can you give me a day? Or, or yes, call me, girl. What's the grease? What's going on? I don't know. That made me think of that.
Happy birthday, Mama Bear.
Mama Bear, it's time for you. I think, Ron, is Mama Bear a Capricorn? Because if Mama Bear's a Capricorn, it's definitely your time. We've had a lot of digressions and tirades tonight on this.
Yes, we did. I told you that damn Toni, she bringing that misbehaving energy. That's just
my whole mess was out of whack when she did that whole food comment. I haven't been right since.
When what?
That food comment. I haven't been right since.
No,
I understand it now. Because sometimes it's like, you know what? I'm sick of this, or I'm sick of readings because you do them all day or you do it every day, and it's like I don't want to do no more. And then somebody texts you, "Hey, can you look?" Yeah, I sure can.
It's not stopping me from eating, right? I used to work when I was younger. I used to work at Haagen-Dazs. This is for entertainment purposes only. No plug for Haagen-Dazs. I don't even know if they exist anymore, actually.
Yeah, they do.
But
in malls.
When I left there, I couldn't even eat ice cream anymore. I hated the smell of it. Just the smell of it.
I got 6 boxes of Outshine bars in my freezer right now, and that's what I'm about to eat.
That made me think too, Toni, when I was a barista, like it took years for me to be able to drink coffee again because it's like it gets into your skin, that smell, and it's just like, oh. And like to this day, I will not drink beer because I was a bartender. That smell and having to change kegs, and it would like the pressure, and it would blow up in your face, and it just spray your beer. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Okay, Capricorn. You need balance. You need to balance out your chakras because you are on a new path. You're on a new path. And you have to accept the fact that you are.
Yeah.
This is something that there's a letting go that is required. You have to let go of one thing in order for another thing to emerge. And you're taking refuge in, I don't know what is going on, but there's some kind of avoidance that's going on. You don't want this change, but it's inevitable. It is inevitable. Balance your chakras so that you can see the fact that it is inevitable. This is happening, whether you like it or not. So let go and go with the flow.
Thank you, Catherine, for the super chat. Sorry, Toni, what were you going to say? Did not mean to cut you off.
Don't try to push the river. Just flow with it.
Good night. Tell you my cards 100% echo what you just said. My God. Thank you so much, Carmela, for the super chat. Made that generosity be turned to you as well. I don't even know where to begin because it's literally the same thing. You are actually on a new path, but it's like Toni said, it's just now starting with the 2 of Wands. And you really are. This is new, not just a new venture, Damn pretzel coming back to bite me.
Drink some water.
I'm at that age where I'm coughing out loud and I'm trying so hard to like squeeze my butt cheeks too. So I'm not really on camera and loud. I'm just sorry. I'm trying to not choke and pass gas.
Blowing the trumpet.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This is not just a new venture or like a new time. Like this is something that you are completely out of your comfort zone. It's almost like you're walking into like a whole new life with the uncharted sea card. What you need to do though is you've got to stay the course in order for this to pay off with the Eight of Pentacles. It will if you stay the course. If you stay and just keep pushing and perseverance, like Toni said, it will pay off. You just got to go through it.
You got to go through it. Absolutely. I get mermaid, embrace the change, transformation, adaptability. Now, here's the problem. Here's your thorn. Self-sabotage. Don't give up now. This is not the time to abandon the mission. This is now not the time to say, okay, hands in the air, let go, let go. No, you need to be involved in your script. You need to be involved in your own life. There is elevation, but you need to. Tituba is the first woman who was brought up on trial in the Salem witch trials. And so this is the card of feeling safe, it says. How do you feel safe when the world is hunting you down type thing? You, at this moment, need to be safe from your own bad intentions. The devil doesn't lie, as I say. In the tarot, he shows up for a reason. This is always a warning that things are going in this direction. And they are more than likely starting with you. So whatever it is that you're doing to get in your own way, stop it. Stop it immediately. Because you are trying to elevate and you will get there. You will find your place of safety, but sometimes you have to be safe from your own mind. It is a very dangerous thing when it runs footloose and fancy free. So you have to wrangle those thoughts. As Toni said, if a bad one comes in, cancel it out. Think of something better. Think of something greater. Think of feeling safe. Think of feeling safe from your own mind. Try. At least try.
It's hard. As humans, we want to know the outcome before we start something new, but we just don't get it that way. It's just before hang in there, guys. We've got through all of the horoscopes. I just did a plug. Johnie, tomorrow you guys are not tomorrow. Well, yeah, tomorrow's Sunday, right? Yes, tomorrow you guys are on Becca's channel.
Yes.
So go to House of Lenormand tomorrow at 8 Eastern. Don't forget to set your clocks back tonight. We get an extra hour of sleep. Won't he do it? This is my favorite time.
Certainly need that.
Get to sleeps. I get more sleeps. Tune in to House of Lenormand's channel tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern for Johnie, Becca, and Jen Lynn's political live stream. Please tune into Johnny's channel tomorrow at 4:30 Eastern. I'm sorry, 4:30 Central, 5:30 Eastern. I put the link. Go subscribe. She's got a wonderful live stream tomorrow evening talking about shamanic healing and the shamanic sound and what it's like and what to play the bowls and the gongs and how we hold frequencies. So please go check her out. And again, I remembered, I'm proud of myself, the gift that I have for all of you. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for helping me get close to 3,800 subscribers. That is, when I started this, I didn't think I'd get to, and now I'm pushing it on up, and that is thanks to all of you. So, all right. Y'all, should I do a number between 1 and 1,000? Because part of me feels sinister and I should do 1 to 1,000. Do a number between 1 and 100.
Do 1 and 100.
Damn.
That way it's easier for me to read.
Okay.
I'm thinking of myself here.
You have 30. Hold on. Wait. So everybody can see. You've got.
Put it in the private chat so I can see what number
Y'all got 30 seconds starting now to put in a number between 1 and 100. Why can't I find the private chat? Oh, it's on this side. I'm done.
Or did you text it to me?
Nope.
Oh.
Here you go. Oh, God. Here you go. So between 1 and 100, you've got like 14 more seconds. 1 and 100, Tracy. 1 and 100. Going once. 9, 7. Oh, 8 comes after 9. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cutting it off. Okay, got a small happy problem.
Visual Arts Lawson.
So it's Visual Arts Lawson?
Yes.
Did you see the number I put in the chat?
Yes. That was, Jennifer Russell got it first, actually.
Yeah. Jennifer Russell technically got it first because I was going to make Jennifer Russell. I should have told y'all what you were going to win first. See? Okay, well, here's what Jennifer Russell has won. Jennifer, I need you to email me your address. I can't type. Your home address. Oh, thank you, lucky girl. To Red Lentil. I am adding myself. I'm brain dead. Lentil Healing at thegmails.com. Jennifer, you have to do it tonight so I can tell you what you've won. What you've won is, I think I'm going to call this like the Banish and Retreat. I don't know what I'm going to call it. Package, but you're going to get I've started doing now 8-ounce bottle of clearing spray, nice autumn glass bottle. And yes, you get a trigger. Pop, 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 pop. So you can shoot whomever you want to banish their energy. So you get an 8-ounce bottle of clearing spray. You also get a hand-poured negative energy clearing candle that's got Palo Santo, sandalwood in it. It's black because black does banish and clear energy. And as soon as you lift the lid, it smells so good. Oh my goodness. And I have these all over my house now because, I just don't like people and I like to ward off their energy. And you also get some Palo Santo, which helps to neutralize. So this to clear, these two guys to clear, this to Palo Santo to neutralize. So congratulations. I should have told you what you guys were bidding on before I just...
For everybody else, redlentilhealing.com.
Okay. Yeah, I'm brain dead. I'm officially brain dead. So congratulations, Jennifer. Please, again, you've got to email me your home address. I promise I'm not going to stalk you, or some type of address for me to send you this gift, and I will mail it out to you Monday. All right? To the rest of you guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Toni, thank you so much for coming back. We always get into a whole bunch of shenanigans when you show up, and we freaking love it. Thank you so much. Mad props and respect to Johnie from Tarot's Apprentice. I was so tickled pink when you joined me the first time. So imagine 11 months later and you're still hanging in there with me. I don't know what I've done to deserve your support.
You give me a place to cut up, so that's why I keep coming back.
So thank you for cutting up. Thank you guys for joining in tonight. Please be safe. Jody will see you tomorrow at 4:30, and Johnie will see you tomorrow at 8, and Toni will see you with her 4th spirit animal reading. All right. Take care, guys. Bye.